Aaron, thank you so much for meeting with me. I'm really sorry that you lost your nan. Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me.
That's okay. All right, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some information, just confirming a few details. I've already spoken to the funeral director from the funeral home.
Yeah.
And it's my job today to be able to go through and organise how we'd like to do the actual service and find out information about your nan. All right. I'll start with, can you tell me just a little bit about your dear nan?
Yeah, so Nan was a sweet little lady. She used to always make me and my brother apple pies with some ice cream with them. And she used to always come and watch me play football as well.
Are they like the fondest memories you've got of her?
We had a lot of fond memories. We went on holidays with her and my pa at the time, and we used to stay down the coast with them.
Oh, that's nice. It's nice that you got nice memories of her. Now, look, was she sick for very long, was she?
No, she was actually got diagnosed with cancer about 2 months ago, and she passed relatively quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I just want to confirm a few details. So, your nan's full name is Mildred Young, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right, Mildred Young.
Yeah. Did she have any nicknames at all to go by?
Yeah, she got called Millie by her friends.
Okay. And can I confirm your nan's date of birth? So it's the 1st of January, 1940.
Yes, that's correct, the 1st of January 1940.
Now, where did your dear nan pass away?
She passed away at St Basil's nursing home,
Okay.
located in Miranda.
Can I also confirm as well, Aaron, that you are the next of kin?
Yes, that's correct.
Wonderful. So I've got the details already down for you. So your contact number is 0403 805 507. Is that
yes,
correct?
That's correct.
And I've got your email addresses AZZA_CHALKS@hotmail.com.
Yes, correct.
And your address, Aaron, is 104 Torres Street, Cornell. Is that right?
Correct.
I'm just going to go through now and confirm the details for the actual service. So we're going to be doing a service in the South Chapel at Warrenora Memorial Park.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's going to be held next Tuesday, which is Tuesday the 18th of July at 2 p.m. Is that right?
That's correct.
Wonderful. Do you have any idea at this stage how many people will be attending?
Yeah, there's going to be roughly around 40 people attending.
About 40? Okay,
yes.
Lovely. Wonderful. Now I'm going to go through... your grandfather, your late grandfather, he passed away a while ago. What was his full name?
So that was John Walter Young, and he passed away 10 years ago.
Okay. And does your nan, does she have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, she has a brother and sister. So she has a brother. They've both passed away now.
Okay.
But the brother's name was Edward.
Yeah.
And her sister's name was Suzanne.
Thank you. And you know, how many children did she have?
She had 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
She had 2 sons. One was named Brad.
Yeah.
The other's name was Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter was Kim.
Wonderful. Thank you for confirming that. Are you able to tell me a little bit about your nan's early life at all?
Yeah, so she was born in the country in Cooma.
Okay.
Where she went to Cooma School as well.
Okay, yeah.
And then she moved up to the Sutherland Shire with her husband at the time.
Yeah.
And she spent, then they retired down to Kiama. And they spent the majority of their time down in Kiama.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Grandchildren. So, are you able to go through?
Yeah, there's quite a few of us. So there's myself and my brother Matthew.
Yeah. You write these names down.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also Rhiannon.
Mhm.
And Tian.
Yeah.
And David.
Mhm.
Jody.
Yeah.
Melissa. And Craig.
Wonderful. Okay. Did your nan work at all? Did she throughout her life?
No, she was a stay-at-home mother.
sure that was enough work as it was for her.
Absolutely it was.
So you said she grew up down in Cooma, is that
Yeah,
right?
that's
So
correct.
So the family home, do you know, for your nan growing up, so when she was younger, where was her family home? Was it in Cooma and
No, it was actually in Bowral.
in Bowral?
Yes.
Now, did your nan have any cultural heritage background or any beliefs, spiritual?
No,
No?
she was just a Christian.
Did she go to church at all? Or
She did.
She did go to church?
Yes. But we don't want to incorporate the church into the ceremony.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for letting me know that. Now, if you'd like to let me know what was some of your nan's, characteristics about her, some, passions in life that they had that I can,
So
honour her and speak about.
So, growing up on the farm, she always had her pearls on.
Oh, okay.
Her pearls around her necklace. So she would be wearing those and have black gumboots on to go with each one of them. She used to make sure that we always had plenty of dessert around. And she loved cooking as well.
And she enjoyed cooking, lovely. Now, does she contribute towards any community services at all? Is there any groups?
Yes, so she contributed to the church and also to the Rural Fire Service.
Okay.
And the Surf Life Saving Club as well.
Wonderful. Now, hobbies or any recreational activities at all? Does she?
She used to like playing lawn bowls at the Kiama Lawn Bowls, and she also used to like sewing as well. And gardening.
And gardening, lovely.
And gardening.
Okay. Any idea what kind of music that she liked to listen to around the house at all? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loved listening to country music.
Mm-hmm.
All types of country music.
Yep. Just like me.
And she also liked listening to the opera as well.
Did she get to do much travelling at all through her life?
Yeah, her and her husband got to travel all around the world.
Oh, lovely.
They did that multiple times. The favourite place was Egypt, and they used to like going on cruise ships around.
And cruises. Wonderful. Now, during the service, we'll actually be able to offer what we could do like a live streaming for anyone that actually can't participate on the day that would like to join in. Is there any special mentions that you'd like me to welcome anyone in the live service?
Yep, so I'd like you to mention Carol.
Mm-hmm. And who's Carol?
And Carol's just a close family friend of ours.
Family friend.
And also Graham, who looked after her when she was still living in Kiama.
And Graham. What about any of the doctors or nurses that were caring for her at all at the...
Yes, so I'd like to make a special mention to Dr. John Jorgensen.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one who had her in care for the last couple of months.
Okay. Make sure I mention him. What we're going to do now, we're actually going to go through... so there's an order of service booklet. I've brought one with me for you to have a little look at. Do you think you'd be liking a booklet at all to be able to give out to family and friends on the day?
Yes, I think we would go through that.
Wonderful. So what I'd like to show you then, so we're going to organise the order of service here. So there are a few different ways that we can go about doing it. It will often... How I like to explain, we'll start off with, there's 3 pieces of music. We'll start off with an entrance piece of music.
Yeah.
Then I'll often do a welcome and introduction to family and friends that are going to be there at the service for the day.
Does that include the live streaming introduction as
well?
well?
Yeah, that'll be in the opening words that I'll do there as well.
Okay.
That'll go into a eulogy. Do you think anyone would be able to say a eulogy for the day at all?
Yeah, I think I'm going to say the
You're
eulogy
going to
for
say
the
a
day.
eulogy?
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. Have you written a eulogy at all before?
Yes, but
You
if
have?
you could give me some explanation further on it, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Of course I can. Now, eulogy, I would say, it's often about the person. So from the the time that they're born, their memories that they've had growing up with their parents, where they've gone to school. The eulogy is about the life of the person. The next one down that we've got as another heading is tributes.
Yes.
Now that could be something, for instance, your personal memories to have of your nan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you if you feel comfortable saying the eulogy, and then maybe somebody else might be able to pop up and say a tribute.
I believe my brother Matthew wants to say
He's
a
going to
tribute.
say a tribute.
Yes.
Lovely. Then the next heading we can go into, we could potentially, it's really nice to do a poem in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bunch of poems here for you if you'd like to have a little look in a moment. You can take those home with you and we can liaise over the next day or so if you'd like to include a poem.
Yep.
The next heading we're going to go into would be a photo presentation. So what that is a bunch of photos that are put together, embedded with a piece of music behind them. Now that can often go for around about that 4 minutes or so mark. Do you have photos that you'd like to include? Did you want to do a photo presentation for
Yeah,
them?
we are going to do a photo presentation for Millie.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, like I said, have you done one of those before at all, or would you like any guidance at all with that?
I think I'd like some guidance with.
Okay, wonderful. I can organise the lovely lady that does our booklets. She'll be able to help you put the photos together and then embed a piece of music behind that.
Okay,
All right.
beautiful.
Then the next heading that's nice. Now we said we didn't want anything religious. You can put something in like the Lord's Prayer, but we're not going to do it for your nan's service. She said you didn't want
No, I
anything
don't
like that.
think so.
That's fine. And then the next heading we've got is often closing words of comfort or a farewell. That will be something that I will say again.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will go into the last piece of music, so the farewell music. This order of service can be said in any form of words that you'd like. So it doesn't have to be entrance piece of music. It can be entrance song.
Yep.
The next part down, as I said, the welcome and introduction can be opening words. It doesn't have to be welcome and introduction. A eulogy is often nice to say at the beginning because it sets the scene for the service that, you're there to represent, the person that has passed for the day, followed by a tribute.
Mm-hmm.
Then by a poem. Again, we can change these around to however you like for the service. Photo presentations often, again, not the nice one in the middle, and then following by, we probably just do some closing words and then farewell music. So after speaking with the funeral home, I do have the pieces of music already that you've picked.
Yes, we've already picked that out.
Wonderful. Can I just go through and confirm that for you?
Of course.
So I've got the entrance piece of music is going to be Watermark by Enya. Is that correct?
That's right, yes.
Lovely. Now the photo presentation, we've already picked out the music. It's Unforgettable by Nat King Cole, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, yes.
And then the leaving music I've got is going to be Moon River by Frank Sinatra. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, she
Was that
loved,
one-
she loved a bit of Frank Sinatra.
I thought for the era that she was in, I thought that she might have liked Frank Sinatra. Okay, wonderful. So with the eulogy, what I can do is I can give you a handout of dot points of a eulogy that you can take home with you today.
Mm-hmm.
Have a little look at that tonight. Jot down some points, for instance, where she was born, maybe her friends, if you're speaking to any of her friends, things that she liked to do. If you feel comfortable composing it yourself, that would be fantastic. If not, I'm more than happy to be able to be here to help guide you and actually write that for you. If you pop
I
down
might
some
just
dot points.
write up a draft and send it to you and see how you
Yeah,
feel
absolutely. No, that's
flows.
absolutely fine. Of course, we can liaise through email or through text message, whatever's best suits you.
Mm-hmm.
The poems that I have, I'll show you. I've got so a bunch of poems here. So there's poems for your nan. There's ones on behalf of your mum. There's poems about being free. I'll send those home with you today so you can have a little look. Okay,
Fantastic.
so I know it's a lot today to kind of go through.
That's okay. Yep.
That way you can go home, have a little look over the poems, and then let me know which one, if you'd like to include one into the order of service.
Yep.
Now, can I just ask that there's going to be a wake at the end?
Yes, there is. We're going to go to the Celestial College,
lovely.
located at Warrenora.
Beautiful. Okay.
And I believe that's located in the grounds of where the service will
Have
take
you been
place.
to one there before?
I
Have you?
have,
Oh,
yeah.
you have? Wonderful. Now, I didn't get a mention in any of my emails at all from the funeral home, but will you be doing any placing of reflection flowers?
Yes, we will be. Millie loved to have lilies, so we will be doing
did
that.
she?
Yes.
Lovely. So what the funeral home will often organise. So at the end of the service, there's often a really good opportunity to have a bouquet or a basket of the lilies that you're saying, to place one on, her coffin as you exit the chapel.
Yep.
It's a nice way to finish the ceremony. So I'll put that down that we're going to do reflection flowers.
Yes, we are.
We're going to do some lilies. Wonderful. Okay. One other thing as well. So can I just confirm that the coffin's going to be in place when you arrive at the chapel? So your nan will already be there. She'll already be trolleyed in before everyone gets there. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Now, do you think, are you going to be doing a viewing at all before the service, or have you decided to?
We're going to offer it to certain family members, but no one's suggested that they want that.
That's
take that up
okay.
at the
That's
moment.
fine. You don't have to decide that now. We can do that, a few days or so before the actual the service. And we're doing afterwards. We're actually going to be doing a burial. Is that right? We're going to go to graveside and do a burial.
Yes,
for
that's
your nan?
correct. Yes,
Okay.
we want to do a burial.
Lovely. Now, so far, are there any questions that you have for me for the moment?
Not at the moment,
No?
just yet. Probably just it's good that you explained through the order of service and also just helping.
Do you want to go back through that again so we can just change? Let's have a
that would be
look at-
fantastic.
Okay, so we're going to start off with an entrance piece of music. Are you happy for that to say entrance music? Would you like to say entrance song? What would you like to?
I think we'll keep it as entrance music
Entrance
at the moment.
music?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do. Wonderful. Now, the next heading would be welcome and introduction. How does that sound for the order of service booklet? Would you like opening words?
I think we'll change it to opening words.
Opening
Thank
words?
you. Yes.
Wonderful. And then you're happy to go straight into the eulogy after that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And can I pop down your name underneath that? Would you feel comfortable saying that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Aaron. And then, how did you like the word tributes after that? Did you want to change it to memories, or would you like to change it to?
I think we might keep it as tributes.
Tributes?
That'd be good.
And did you say that your brother would like to say a tribute?
It would be 2 tributes. So it would
Okay.
be my brother Matthew
Mm-hmm.
and also my cousin David.
Now it's Matthew with 2 T's or 1 T?
Just with 1 T.
1 T. And David's
And
gonna say
David as
one.
well.
Wonderful. Now, a poem. Do you feel as though you might want to incorporate a poem at all into the service?
Yeah, 2 of the girls are going to be saying a poem, so
Okay.
we're going to have Rhiannon and Tian
Okay.
say a poem together.
Do you have a poem in mind at the moment?
Yes, I
ones that-
believe that they've chosen one. I'm not
Okay.
sure what it's called, but
Okay,
I believe
sure.
they've chosen one.
So, Rhiannon
Yes, correct.
and Tian.
Yes.
And they're sharing that together, are they?
Yes, that's right.
So then after the poem, we're going to do photo presentation. So the song that what did I say we were doing? So the middle song is Unforgettable by Nat King Cole.
That's right.
So we'll do photo presentation. By Nat King Cole. Sorry, Unforgettable.
Unforgettable by Nat King Cole.
And then after the photo presentation, are you happy with photo presentation or did you like reflection time?
I think we're going to change to reflection time.
Reflection
Thank you.
time? Okay. And then after that, did you want to add anything at all, or did you just want to go straight into closing words?
I think we're just going to go into closing words
Closing words?
of comfort.
Of comfort? Sure. And then we'll go into now farewell music. Is that okay?
Yes, that's
Okay,
that's
so
good.
we'll do it because you've got. I wouldn't say changing farewell to farewell song because you have entrance music. It's nice to keep it the same. So
Yeah.
entrance music, farewell music. So, Aaron, when you do your eulogy, this whole service on itself will go for around about 45 minutes. That's how long you've got the chapel for.
Yep.
It's a good idea to have the service run to timing of around about that 38-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we're going to time everything out. That way it gives us a few minutes. If anything, somebody hops up and they do need a minute or so to, take a breath.
Yep.
Or it just gives us a couple of minutes to kind of play with. So if we look for around about that 38-minute to be able to build the service with, the entrance music pieces are around about that 4-minute or so mark.
Mm-hmm.
Your eulogy, I would probably say it's up to you, around about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, it won't be any longer than 5 minutes.
Okay, no problem at all. So, and then with the tributes, both Matthew and David, maybe around about that 3-minute mark. Poems often around about 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I can adjust my opening words and my farewell words around however you would like to say your eulogies and that. So don't worry too much about making sure that everything timing is timed perfectly for yourself. That's my job.
Yep.
That's my job as a celebrant to make sure that it all runs on time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll adjust my opening and my closing words to make sure that everything fits into that time slot. What I'll do is I will actually send a copy of this, the order of service that we've just spoken about today. I'll send that off to who's printing the service.
Yep.
It's imperative that we do actually get that the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
Then after that, we can work on the eulogy, or if we need to add anything in there for you. Are you comfortable with that now that you understand that that's the service flow for the day for your nan's service?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you could just make special mention in the welcome part of it about her dog Gus.
Oh, of course.
And how she used to like to walk along the beach with Gus down to the boneyard.
Down in Palma, is it?
Yeah, that's correct.
The dog Gus loved walking.
And before Gus, they had Claire.
And what kind of dog was Gus?
Gus was a little Jack Russell.
So Gus was a Jack Russell.
Mm-hmm.
And what was Claire?
A German Shepherd. And just make note that she used to like to sit on the balcony and overlook and watch the water and watch the trains go past as well.
Wonderful. Okay. So now that's done. So the printer will actually contact you and you'll be able to design the photos of your nan, what photos that you'd like to have onto the brochure. On the back of it, they often have like a little memorial of where we're actually going. Now, obviously, I will mention it in my service, but it's always nice to say that following the service, we'd like to go for refreshments and share some more lovely stories of your nan.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, they'll be in contact with you for that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go through and just discuss to make sure that you're understanding everything today, that we've got all the correct information, because it's really important that we get this really personal service for your nan, that
Yes.
we honour her, in such a way where, she's looking down from us and thinking,
We need to make it unique to her as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've discussed that the service was next Tuesday.
Yes.
We've also spoken about grandchildren. We've got names, where she grew up. We've got some special mentions as well in the service for Carol, family
Yes.
friend.
Yep.
We've got Graham as well.
That's correct.
Dr. John, which is at the nursing home that was looking after her.
Could you just add in the nurses there that attend to her as
And the
well? Just the
nurses, of
nurse,
course.
just the nursing staff.
Nursing staff. Wonderful. We've chosen the music as well. So we've got the
Yes.
3 pieces of music: the entry music, the photo presentation music, and then the leaving music.
Yes.
We're going to be having the wake at Celeste Cottage, which is in the memorial grounds itself. Then we're going to go directly after the service, before you go to Celeste Cottage, we're going to be going to gravesite to be able to do the
Yes.
burial.
Yeah.
So that's just going to be just close family and friends. So it's up to you, whoever you'd like to have come. But do you think it would just be more just immediate family?
Yeah, I think it's only going to be about 15 in total coming
Okay,
there.
and that'll be at graveside.
And the rest
Okay.
can go to the cottage and wait
Okay.
for us there.
So what will happen after the service is in the chapel. It will be quite quick. We'll all the coffin will go to the hearse, and then we'll follow the hearse around to graveside. We've got to be there quite promptly to be able to do the burial site. All right.
Is it in within walking distance? Just says there might be a couple of elderly people there.
I'm not sure at this stage. Sometimes they are actually, you do need to pop in your car, because
Okay.
the walk is, if you do have a couple of elderly people, the walk is a little far.
Yes.
Let me get back to you on that. I'll liaise with the funeral home. They're probably the best people to speak to, but I'll definitely liaise with them for you to find that out. But sometimes it can be a bit of a walk. So we've discussed that your nan's coffin's going to be in place before arriving. There will be a viewing as well.
Yes.
One thing I'd like to ask you as well, at the end of the service, there's an option to have the curtains left open or to have them closed. Now, I would definitely, it's completely up to you, but it is a really nice finish of the service to leave the curtains opened, to be able to see your nan as you're being guided out by the staff. It's just enough. Sometimes it can be quite final if you do close those curtains. Again, Aaron, it is up to you, but suggestion-wise, leaving those curtains open, looking at that beautiful coffin with the beautiful flowers that you picked out as well. How do you feel about that?
No. I think that's a good idea. I think we'll keep the curtains open. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is in the next day or so, I'm going to compose some opening words for the service in that welcome and introduction that we discussed in the order of service. I'll compose some words and send them through to yourself. If you'd like to have a little read over, then that way I can change anything for you if you like. We can add a few things in, so I'm not taking anything out of the eulogy that you're going to write. After that, please feel free to contact me anytime if you need any guidance at all, to help with the eulogy, or if you just need any guidance at all, or need to re-ask any questions. I'll be able to assist you. All right.
Well, I'll make sure I get the eulogy to you so you don't overlap with the words that we're going to be saying with each other.
That would be lovely if you could do that. Now, look, is there any other questions at all that I can help you with at the moment? I know it's an overload of information.
I guess it's probably just the final question would be how early do we have to get there before the service starts?
Okay, so the service is at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
I would recommend 1:30. I wouldn't get there any earlier than 1:30, as there are services in the chapel before you. So 1:30 is more than enough time. I'll be there early waiting for you.
Yep.
And the funeral home people as well will be there as well, waiting for you. All
Okay.
right?
No problem at all.
All right, well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. Again, I'm really sorry that it's not under better circumstances, but we're going to really honour your nan.
Lovely.
All right.
I think that you will as well.
All right, lovely. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.